Hey Paula, welcome back to my kitchen. It's Joyce Duvall, and this is my favorite week. I could live on appetizers. I think I'd rather have 2 appetizers for dinner than a whole entree, I think. So I'm very excited about this one. I actually have a few of them for you this week, but of course we're starting with Philadelphia cream cheese, and I'm making a Stromboli. It's got fabulous ingredients and you're going to love it. I'll show you in just a second. Okay, first I'm going to start with the things that I have to saute. Very, very simple. A little bit of chopped onion, about a half a cup, 1 very small onion, and 1 clove of garlic that's been chopped, and about an 8-ounce package of pre-sliced mushrooms. And I'm going to put this on the stove and just saute them down with a little salt and pepper. Be right back. Okay, while I've got my mushroom sauteing on the stove, I'm going to get the rest of the filling together, and it's very, very simple. All you take is 8 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese, and I've softened this up a little bit in the microwave. Grab a spoon here and just put it right into my bowl. All 8 ounces. This makes it really, really creamy, and it melts so beautifully, and it holds all the vegetables together. I'm going to take 1 cup of grated mozzarella cheese, right in with the cream cheese, and about a half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. This gives it such a nice, strong, tangy flavor. Okay, mix that together. Now I'm going to put a little bit of black pepper in here, but I'm going to be careful with the salt because I'm putting the Parmesan cheese in, and it's a little salty itself, but a good amount of black pepper. Gotta love the black pepper. Okay. I'm going to mix the cheeses together. That softened cream cheese and the mozzarella and the Parmesan. Now to that I'm going to add I took a package of frozen chopped spinach, thawed it out, don't need to cook it, squeezed it really, really dry. No water in there, and you just break that up. There's just 1 box of frozen chopped spinach, just like that. Put that all in there and mix that up. Okay, I'm going to go check on my mushrooms. Oh, this is looking so good already. I'm going to go check on my mushrooms now, and my onions and my garlic, and see how they're doing. Okay, the mushrooms and the onions and the garlic look great. I want them kind of browned up, a little caramelized. I like that extra flavor in there. Now to this, just about done. But right at the end, I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and about a 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. Just add some nice flavors to it. Okay, got my filling here. Now I'm going to add I'm going to add my mushrooms and onions and garlic and Italian seasoning and the crushed red pepper flakes right into here. That is really beautiful. Look at that. Yum. My son and my husband just walked by and said it smells fantastic in here. It does. Nothing better than onion and garlic. Cooking in butter. Okay, that's good. Now, this is going to make 2 Strombolis. I've got some store-bought pizza dough here, and I've got to add a little more bench flour, like that. And I'm just going to roll this out. You can stretch it out with your hands, but I sort of want it to be. Okay, that's about 14 by 6, and I'm going to take this mixture, this spinach and cheese and mushroom mixture, and spread it right out all along. That's about half of the filling. Okay, now I've got some toasted pine nuts here. This really gives it an interesting flavor. And I'm going to put half of them right on top like that of this mixture. Ugh, isn't this good? There's no way you can go wrong with something like this. Okay, now we're going to roll it up like a jelly roll. Take it from the long side and just start to roll it up like this. Okay, now I'm just going to put a tiny bit of oil on the top of that. Just rub it around. This will give it a nice shine after you take it out of the oven. I'm going to sprinkle it with just a little bit of salt on top. Just like that. A little bit of black pepper right on top. And take a little bit more of that Parmesan cheese and just sprinkle it like that. Right on top. Okay, give it a little press. Make sure it stays on. Now I've got an oiled baking sheet. Right here like that. I'm just going to put that on. And I'm going to put this in the oven at 375 for about 20 minutes. And then check it. Make sure it's all golden brown on top. And you'll see what it looks like. Okay, Paula, I've got Stromboli out of the oven. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And it smells even better. Can't wait to taste it. I put a little bit of oil in that pan, but it's still got a little bit stuck. Anyway, look at this. Now, normally it just comes out looking like a bread, but I had a couple holes in mine, and I love the way this looks. Look at that. It oozes out all that goodness. I actually really like that. I'm going to slice this up, and I'll have you know that it's a gorgeous day here in New England. So I have the windows open, and everybody could smell this. You might even be able to hear the birds singing. My husband and my son right now are looking at me through that window because they can smell it. They know they can't come on camera, but they're waiting for me to slice into this because they know what's coming. And they said the whole front yard smells like this delicious Stromboli. So I know that they're going to be in here as soon as I cut it open. So I just start slicing it. And it comes out into these beautiful, it's hot, rounds. Oh yeah, just like that. Ooh, it's very hot. Which I guess is what it's supposed to be. It's a hot appetizer. Now, check this out. I'm going to hold this up for you so you can see what this looks like. It's so delicious. I used to make these a lot when my son's football team was coming over after a practice or a game or on their, their pep day or whatever. And I put these out as an appetizer while I was trying to get the pasta dinner ready. I couldn't keep them on the plate. In fact, he reminded me of this recipe because he's home visiting from college. So, oh yeah, look at that. And it's so steamy and beautiful. Look at how steamy and beautiful. And you can see the steam coming right out of it. This is just so delicious. Cut another one for you. Okay, here is the finished product. These little Strombolis are just so delicious, and the cream cheese really keeps all the vegetables and the seasonings together so nicely. I think a lot nicer than some of the other soft cheeses that you use. But aren't they great? You can just pick them up with your fingers and serve them to your guests, and just put them out, and they are fantastic little appetizers. Now I have got to go, because those two pathetic looking faces outside my window, my husband and my son, they're dying to get some of this because it smells so good, I can see them leaving right now, and they're on their way in. They can't be on camera, so I gotta go. Here they come. Bye.